Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. This is the United agenda. This is it. This is the big one. This is actually the big one because it's a top four battle. It's the Champions League battle between Manchester United and Aston Villa. Aston Villa is actually coming to Old Trafford on Sunday. It's a bigger test for Michael Carrick and the boys. 100% is actually a bigger test. After that disastrous performance against Newcastle, I do not trust any of these players. Michael Carrick and his coaching staffs, I'm sorry to say it, in as much as some people, some of the Manchester United fans will be like, it's too early to start judging Carrick. Yes, but after that performance against Newcastle, all I want from Carrick is just to get us to find a way and secure that Champions League football and find his way and live. That is my honest opinion. That is actually my honest opinion. After that Newcastle game, that was where I decided that I wouldn't want Michael Carrick as the Manchester United manager comes next season. That was where I had to decide, because from our previous games, last 4 games before we played that Newcastle game, we were very bad in as much as we were getting results. We were very bad. Fantastic to get results, but it's actually not going to last, which we saw against Newcastle. So after that performance, that was where I decided that I wouldn't back Michael Carrick after this season. All I hope and pray is he gets us that Champions League football. So that is it for me. But however, I'm going to back Michael Carrick from now till the season is over. Not going to overreact, not going to say anything negative about the club or about Michael Carrick, but all I need is get us over the line and secure the Champions League football. You will be a very great manager in other teams, but not actually in Manchester United. I think that job is actually bigger for you, bigger than you. Sorry. So Michael Carrick becoming the Manchester, you can go and make name for yourself by going to manage Tottenham Hotspur, the likes of Crystal Palace, the likes of Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, teams that are still in the Premier League. Then when you change, when you get that experience, you can come back to Old Trafford, and we will always open our arms to take you back as our legend and as a good experienced manager after acquiring more experience in other clubs or teams. So that is my honest opinion about Michael Carrick. Now, this game against Aston Villa is actually a bigger test for Carrick, the players, and the coaching staff, everything, all of them. This game is actually a very serious test. And Michael Carrick, you have to learn from your mistakes. The 2 games we played with Benjamin Sesko, as in the guy, apart from that, the goal he scored on the game he started, he has been like, we have been playing like 10 men. He hasn't been involved in any of those games he started. So you have to learn from your mistakes. And if we should try if we should try and perform the same way we did against Newcastle on Sunday at Old Trafford, we will get beat. We will actually get beat by Aston Villa. There's no two ways about it. Any type or any sign or any type of performance, that type of performance we had against Newcastle from the first minute to the 90th minute, if we should have that type of performance against Aston Villa, we are actually going to get beat at Old Trafford. That is just the simple truth. In as much as Aston Villa played on Thursday, in as much as they played here today, Aston Villa actually played today. They went away to, is it Leo or Lyon? I don't know. And they won. They played Thursday football. And we've rested for almost, is it 9 or 10 days? Or even 11 days. Any mistake of performing the way we performed against Newcastle, we are going to get beat. So it's actually a bigger test for us, for everybody. The only 3 games or the only 2 games I can give Michael Carrick his credits in terms of performance and result, it's only that Arsenal game and the Manchester City game, which a lot of times, whether under Mourinho or Erik ten Hag or Amorim, we always get results when we are playing with the big boys. Apart from the one we got thrashed by Liverpool under Erik ten Hag. Apart from that, we've always shown that we can get results whenever we are playing with the big boys. So the gospel and the honest opinion now is that we have to take this game very serious. We actually have to take this game very serious. No dulling. The players have to be very serious. And I've noticed since Michael Carrick came in as the interim or the caretaker, our intensity has dropped. The 2 times I saw Manchester United intense, or 3 times we were very intense, was Man City, Arsenal, and Aston Everton. We fought Everton. Before we got, we were bad, but we fought to the last. But mostly, our intensity has actually dropped. Why? I don't know. I cannot tell the reason why our intensity has dropped under Michael Carrick. I don't know why our intensity has dropped under Michael Carrick, because it's actually very difficult for me to explain why our players look gassed. We look gassed, very slow and sluggish. The whole players. We don't press, we don't run, we don't attack. Just there, doing nothing, busy doing nothing. Because Michael Carrick is actually giving these guys a feel-good time, an enjoyment period. Go on holiday instead of training intensely. You allow them to go on holiday. Hands on the shoulder. So this is one of the reasons why I wouldn't want Michael Carrick to continue as our manager next season. No. In as much as the other managers we are being linked to, are also not good enough for me. But that one is another different topic altogether. I will actually make a time and make a video about the managers we've been linked to. None of them excites me at all. None of the managers we've been linked to excite me, apart from two, which we are not even being linked to. No genuine links linking them to us. Luis Enrique and Julian Nagelsmann. These are the two, I think, if we can get them, then we can talk. But apart from these two, every other one of them is rubbish. They don't excite me. I have not seen anything that proves they are Manchester United manager. But that is another topic. So this game now is very important. Aston Villa have actually played on Thursday, which is today. Now, in terms of players availability, our players who are available, it was reported earlier that Lisandro Martínez had a setback. That is another problem we are having in this football club. Almost all our centre backs are injury prone. And from the reports, they are saying that Manchester United are not even interested. They are not even interested in signing a centre back this season, this summer, or this coming transfer window. The full backs are nothing to write home about. That our back four, apart from Eddie Heaven and Euro, who are young players, who are kids without experience, all our experienced players are injury prone. The one that is not injury prone is not good enough. Diego Dalot. He never gets injured, but he's not good enough. Apart from him, others are injury prone players. So and we are actually rooting for Champions League next season. We are actually rooting for the Champions League next season. You want to tell me that with these defenders or with this injury, first of all, the majority of them are getting injured because of age, while majority of them are just injury prone players. And we cannot continue like this. This summer, we have to make a lot of signings, 8 to 7 signings, which I'm 100% sure is not going to happen. 100% sure it's actually not going to happen. But before I digress and start talking about transfer stories or transfer news, this Aston Villa game is a bigger test for Michael Carrick and his coaching staff. It's a bigger test, and the boys as well. We cannot fumble. We cannot lose to Aston Villa. Aston Villa are decimated, as in they are dropping points like tomorrow, no day. Aston Villa are dropping points like is bazaar. You know, when you go to bazaar in the Catholic church, if you are a Catholic, you understand what I mean. You just go and eat, enjoy yourself with any, even if it's 1 coin, you will go there and eat and eat and eat. If you understand what I mean. Only Catholics will understand that. So that is how Aston Villa is dropping points in the Premier League. Maybe they are doing well in the Europa League. But in the Premier League, they are just giving away points. But it doesn't mean that if we perform the way we performed against Newcastle, we won't get beat. Any slightest mistake, we'll lose that game. Because I don't trust these players anymore. after they lost to Newcastle. I don't trust them. I don't trust any of them. Apart from Stanley Lamens, my number one goalkeeper. Every other player in that pitch is supposed to be checked with microscope. Really. So, Michael Carrick, make your changes. You are supposed to get us the Champions League. That is why you are here. That is what you are here for. Let's not talk about you getting the job. The best reason or the main reason you are here is to get us over the line. So do it. Get it. Get us that Champions League football. That is actually your main reason or the main reason you are here. Forget about being the manager after the season or going for the job after the season. Forget about it for now. The main reason you are here is to get us that Champions League football. This game, I will give you guys my starting lineups. I will give you my starting lineups, how I would line up if I should be the one in charge of this game. I will give you my starting lineups and my score prediction as well. So Aston Villa, the game supposed to play in our hands. Majority of their players are out, in as much as it was reported that Morgan Rogers might be back against this game. But it doesn't matter. Their midfield is decimated. And they've been giving away points. This is Old Trafford, 75,000 fans. And Aston Villa played the Thursday game. And without majority of their senior players and their midfield. So the game is, we have them on our palm. But can we cross over the line or cross over the bridge? We will see that on Sunday. So without wasting time, I'm actually going to give you my predicted starting lineup, how I would line up against Aston Villa. Sané Lamens in goal. I have to pick Harry Maguire and Lisandro. They've been relatively good for some games now. They've played together. My right back, I will still go with Diego Dalot. Hence, I don't rate him. I actually do not rate Diego Dalot at all. I don't rate him. Always available. I know they say the best this thing is availability. Diego Dalot, always available, never injured. As in the way he keeps his body is fantastic. But I don't rate him as a starter. Diego Dalot is actually a bench player for me. I wouldn't sell him, but I will get a good right back. Then I will keep him on the bench because he will do a job. But as a starter, I don't rate him at all. So, Sané Lamens in goal. My two center backs, Harry Maguire and Lisandro, and Diego Dalot at the right back. The left back, nobody else, is Luke Shaw. Another player I would terminate his contract immediately is Luke Shaw. So I've got no option than to play him there. Tyra Malacia, that one is 0/100. There's no need. I don't know what he's still doing in that football club. In Mazarawi, he plays just one. The only time he's fit is when he goes to Morocco. He will play all the game. Whenever they are playing for AFCON. Nuze Mazarawi, good player, but he's never fit. Play one game or two games, you will see he's out, injured. So I will go with Luke Shaw. We've got no option there. Luke Shaw. Casemiro and Kobe Menu, they've been poor They've been poor. That our midfield has been very poor. But no option. Manu Ugarte, that one I don't even know. Mason Mount, injury prone. Who again do we have in that midfield area? Nobody else. That is the problem we are having. But I have to go with them. Kobe Menu and Casemiro. Now, then Bruno Fernandes in there as number 10, attacking midfielder. Now, that front three is where it's going to get tough. I said it in the game we played against Newcastle. I dropped Benjamin Sesko after the performance he had on our last game before we played Newcastle. I said I would drop him, and I'm still dropping him today against Aston Villa. Michael Carrick disrupted the partnership between Amad Diallo and Brian Mbomo. Ruben Amorim did it. He did it sometimes, and it backfired. Now, Carrick is actually... So I hope, and Michael Carrick, I hope you will learn your mistakes. I actually hope you're actually going to learn your mistakes. Amad Diallo and Brian Mbomo, that their partnership is actually spot on. Do not disrupt it. That their partnership is, in as much as sometimes Amad Diallo over dribbles, he hesitates to pass the ball or something like that. But that his partnership with Brian Mbomo is top notch. Do not obstruct it. Do not obstruct it, Michael Carrick. So that is where I'm going to change. I'll play Ahmad in the right wing. I'll play Cunha. Then Brian Mbomo as my striker. This is how I would line up. Score prediction. I think Manchester United will win this game, in as much as I don't trust these players. But I think we are going to win this game. A 2-1 win to Manchester United. It's Old Trafford. 75,000 fans are going to be there present. No excuse. You've rested for 11 days or even more. Aston Villa played today, and they don't have the squad for it. So everything is in our hands. Can we cross over the line? It's up to Michael Carrick and the boys. That is it for me, and that is it for the match preview. Guys, tell me what you think about the game and how are you going to line up, and your score prediction as well. Put it down in the comment section. Don't forget to follow us in all social media handles: X, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We are all there at Eric Demian. This is the United Agenda. Thank you guys. Until we meet on the next one. One love.